And I watched them covet our style, our confidence, natural rhythm, our terms of endearment, but not our struggle. And the products of the ghetto, what poverty can produce. And oddly enough, we giggled when you mimicked the sweet revenge. Homies not stupid can tell the difference between admiration and mockery, please. So we protected our music, cause truthfully we thought it was all we had. And watch, I'll make a killing off it, hip-hop to jazz. Elvis the Fats Domino, Patra to Gwen Stefani. And the fact them names are foreign, that's just what I'm pointing to. Y'all imitated Jamaicans, attempted to grow dreads and commodified reggae. That's Marley's face on everything. Your children uses faith as an excuse to smoke weed. So we grew angry, unaware of God's plan for rescue. But we ain't no better, got a flawed version of personhood, identifying only by being victims of oppression. A true story. Watch them covet your camaraderie, your sense of family, your food and work ethic, but not your struggle. And we were jealous you had a homeland and a native tongue and your parents spoke it, and we were just the offspring of the broken, hopeless. So we all learned Swahili as if we knew we were from that region. Silly we know, but what you supposed to do when all you know your closest cultural customs are similar to your captors. All pastor, easier to blame than economic woes on filtering through our borders, immigrant job borders. We should all just deport them all on one bus. And stupid us, broad brush. We thought y'all were all Mexican, it's dumb, I know. I'm sorry, it's embarrassing, forgive us. We were jealous, we ain't no better. Selfish, angry, prideful, Willie lynching, fighting over the same piece of mud pie. Como se dice, lo siento mucho, por favor. We all need grace much more, that's a true story. Coveted your privilege, your generational wealth, your unquestioned personhood, but not your struggle. And we felt it wasn't fair. We wanted your options, your grasp on proper doctrine and literature. It's silly, huh? Your American dream apple pie worked for you, so we worked for you. You made it seem so easy, grit your teeth, you could succeed too. We didn't know your story, shoot. We thought white was white, not Irish or Celtic, or the Bolshevik plight, or the pain of buried stains inherited. You said you wasn't there, it ain't fair. You wouldn't dare, but we ain't care. But we ain't know better. You told us you struggled too. Rednecks and trailer parks. Me and you were cool, I hurt like you. That was fire for the fuel that boiled into them riots. Y'all were so confused, and truthfully so were we. But now we understand, we suffer the same stain. We gained from a shared ancestor. We all descend from Adam's sin. Riddles every inch of us, but now we see clearly that crimson cord is one rope made from many strands, and each its own color, but now it clearly stands. Dyed the colored red from our Savior's blood shed, and a rope finds its strength when the multiple lines wrapped around each other until they're all perfectly intertwined. So let's just call it even and walk through life knowing that a three-chord bond is not easily broken. I feel it. It's the blood of ancestors rest in my chest, bruh. I was so great. Yeah, cause I remember karaoke mics pointed at the speaker. Boombox play the track, CD skip, bust your raps, open mics. Night sight, drive by ghetto bird, hoping you can make it home. Better get swift with your words. Birthplace, earthquake, hometown it goes down. Learn a bus chop up before your ABC tragedy. Survival rivals the odds of trying to fight gravity. A compliment when the MC say come battle me, stay cool. Now a dad, college grad, quit my job, hit the road, trying to get my marriage happy. Ask about me at the bottom of the 17, holding down a seaport. Beach City, Coast Guard, Queen Mary, Snoop Lion. Trust me, I'm a native, that Hollywood sign be lying beneath it. Grave of 1,000 young souls, take a stroll on a shore, dream of Californication, and I still can't explain how any of us made it. It's grace.
And I got a feeling I can't describe. I see this place when I close my eyes. Wake me up if we ever arrive. And tell me how did we get here? Tell me how did we get here? Tell me how did we
balancing the steering wheel with the pressure of anvils. Fresh out the gate, the campus that gave us a canvas blank. Unemployment rates, we scrambling for paint. Never stand still in a rat race. Speeding out of LA, couldn't be late that day. I'll be right back, I'm headed to Vegas, cause Taylor got graduation too. That round trip switch quick to a one-way. I'm surprised it's you. I hit the local circuit in churches, scribbling verses, rehearsing them with no music, so earth in due time could use it for spoken word or whatever service, a movement, the music in Egypt was persecuted. Long ago, faith is bulletproof when you look around and pray that they don't shoot you to prove it. How did we get here in a dream school? Now when I swim here, God planned it. I'm one of the fish here like, boom.
And I got a feeling I can't describe. I see this place when I close my eyes. Wake me up if we ever arrive. And tell me how do we get here? Tell me how do we get here? Tell me how do we get here? Tell me how did we get here? Tell me.
And I learned, you ain't in love with this ton of fire. Your publicist I inspire above them as your desire requires. This lost angel city don't pity us, fully aware. That's why I don't flinch at a bully scared. Dímelo. Es mi alma. Siempre. If I could, I'd frame your stretch marks. You only get them two ways. Giving birth or dropping weight. Either way, serious pain. She is my pride. My bride. But before her, I thought my pride was my bride. The picture of endurance gave birth to a miracle. Them lines are memorials. Freedom from the torture and pounds you put on were the defense mechanism. Like maybe if I was ugly, then he would stop touching me. And you endured the teasing of a fat girl on a track team and kept running. You tuned out the ridicule, and every calorie burned were cause for celebration. Them lines of victory laps, eternal gold medals. When I see them, I'm reminded of freedom. I'm so proud of you. How could I ever question your strength or ever doubt you? And your struggles inspire. It's physical literature and the pain that gave life with the scars to prove it. If I could, I'd frame them. It isn't love if it doesn't hurt. If you don't feel it, then it doesn't work. The pain removes the scales, pulls back the veil. The bruises in the blood will always tell the tale of the grace of grief, the beauty of brokenness, the peace of pain, the hope for hopelessness, the ease of emotion, the frame for the feelings, the scars and stretch marks are the proof of God's healing.
Yeah, the birth pains of change, stretched to the limits. Stretch marks from giving birth to the death of a cynic. It's cinematic. My emotions like motion pictures. Imagine a world with no beauty in it. All I see is the negative, undeveloped negatives. Nothing worth framing in my frame of mind. It's like an empty gallery with white painted walls. All the flaws are hidden. I just want to adjust my focus, cause all I ever notice is the thorns on the roses. And it's moments like this when my hope is misguided, and I'm looking for perfection in a place I can't find it. My body bears the marks, I'm missing the mark daily. The only hope I hold is knowing that my God will never fail me, even though I fall short, and that's no tall tale. Now I drive my point home with that new car smell. I see beauty in the scars, like colors in a collage. The greatest love gave me life through his death on the cross.
It isn't love if it doesn't hurt. If you don't feel it, then it doesn't work. The pain removes the scales, pulls back the veil. The bruises in the blood will always tell the tale of the grace of grief, the beauty of brokenness, the peace of pain, the hope for hopelessness, the ease of emotion, the frame for the feelings, the scars and stretch marks are the proof of God's healing.
love if it doesn't hurt? If you don't feel it, then it doesn't work. The pain removes the scales, pulls back the veil. The bruises in the blood will always tell the tale of the grace of grief, the beauty of brokenness, the peace of pain, the hope of hopelessness, the ease of emotion, the frame for the feelings, the scars and stretch marks are the proof of God's healing.
このような時勢に
Forged from dust an entire species. Native forces surge from muck and mire, please. Pain that makes the ground fertile to launch artistic movements. Picking Renaissance, Italy or Harlem. Office steers clear of them squad cars. Stay under that radar. Them tasers sting hard, I've been there. Arthur shines bright in a prison, yo, let me tell ya. Elegant, brilliant audio, Helvetica. Mind change with side change, compression, it's bliss. Didn't see it, but now I know possibilities endless. Who would've thought something as dumb as rap could spark this? Paradigm shift, he only used one image to came and gathered up the gravel and fashioning from mud everything we know and love. Lumps of coal got sold from Yas nostrils. Blood bought mud, blood walked in terracottas. Something out of nothing, I dare you and stare straight into the status quo like, do I scare you? The mainstream tremble and fall and point them out to the savior till they all stand in awe. So push yourself, force yourself, you feel the pain, lean into it. Growl, lose your voice like you mean to do it. The P90X of thinking, build up resilience. Pen don't give brain breaks, makes you brilliant. And feast on the catalog, update your dialogue. Foolish still build schools of thoughts out of Lincoln logs. The big homie Chewy off of Hoover used to school me like everything in life, you either do it right or do it twice. Homie, I'm thin like you ain't got an option. Confirmed guards calling like y'all in. When the combined force of 4 horsemen forged in hell's furnaces, challenge you to face up, show them what you made of. Came and gathered up the gravel and fashioning from mud everything we know and love. Lumps of coal got sold from Yas nostrils. Blood bought mud, blood walked in terracottas. Something out of nothing, I dare you and stare straight into the status quo like, do I scare you? The mainstream tremble and fall and point them out to the savior till they all stand in awe. The strings that tie us, the coincidence that proves to us God's existence. Joy we misplace, beautiful mistakes. The scarlet thread, the crimson cord. When your scars out loud, that's the fingerprints of the Lord. A crimson cord, your crimson cord. The timeline,
とも落ち着きなさいな。このエルカレンがお二人のために別室を用意いたしました。早速お部屋にご案内いたします。私のお店で争わないでくださいませ。
命拾いしたな、ロアナ。
葉月、お前こそな。
おい、さっさと片付けちまおうぜ。
The coincidence that proves to us God's existence. Joy we misplace, beautiful mistakes. The scarlet thread, the crimson cord. I'm honestly not looking for thank yous because I don't deserve them. I didn't earn them. But you can thank South Central. Thank the San Gabriel Valley. Run up PCH and go on and thank Lake Merritt. Every turf walker and scraper bike. When you see one, say thanks for props music. Poseidon, who made sure the bar was high in ciphers. Crystal, Kevin, and Curry, the other black family in Belinda. Thomas Polkinghorn, he's why I even like rap. Thank the foundation, i.e. the hardest battles I've ever been in against triune dead iron issues. Room in Zaragoza, Wilbur family introduced me to the gospel. Reynosa, Coleman, Whiten Hill, Robles tribe, and my Sri Lankan twin Holden. Ronnie David Robles, he the first to put a spray can in my hand and my imagination expanded. That's why my art is ambidextrous. I owe you one, Hermano. Trujillo, Montes, Sales, Carrasco's. I told you I grew up with Vatos. Leon, Myron, Junie, Miss Vanita Shells, Uncle Ray, Aunt Fannie Mae, Vodka Rose, and Aunt Ethel. Mr. Jeffrey, Miss Corona, and Palicki came to get me when I was ditching U.S. history, trying to keep up with Trevor Pinnock. Thank David Utley. He told me he thought God made black people by smearing them with feces. And Brad Sutton, who called rap jungle jive. True story, it's what drew me to the scriptures. And years later, offered John Lofty, Dr. Anderson, David Rojas, Mr. Singer, Doug Thick.